In this session we're going to talk about choking, simple skills that could help save someone's life. Choking is a common cause of respiratory obstruction. There's two parts of the choking algorithm. There's the mild partial obstruction and then the severe full obstruction. First thing you should do for your casualty is ask them if they're choking. If it's a mild obstruction, the casualty may be holding their throat, they'll be able to cough, they'll still be able to breathe, and they will be able to answer your question, are you choking? The treatment for mild choking is basically encourage them, reassure them. So you stay calm yourself, you go up to your cavity and you just encourage them to cough, because that is the body's natural protective reaction to cough to try and clear the obstruction. So in a severe full obstruction, this is where we need to intervene to help our casualty. 3 to 4 minutes without oxygen, the casualty will collapse, go unconscious, into cardiac arrest. So we need to act quickly. So we're going to use Bob here. Those that have been to our CPR sessions will remember Bob. This is Bob. So if Bob has got this complete obstruction, he may be holding his throat, so the international sign of choking. Someone will be holding their throat. His face may be red, congested in the early part. Later stages, he'll be pale and grey. They won't be able to breathe, they won't be able to get any air in, they won't be able to talk, and they may collapse and go unconscious. So if someone's got full obstruction, we're going to go up to our casualty, we're going to keep calm, reassure them, lean them slightly forward, and then we're going to take the heel of our hand and give them up to 5 sharp slaps in the centre of the back, in between the shoulder blades, up to 5. And what we're aiming to do is dislodge that object. And if it comes out after the first slap, you don't have to do the other 4, obviously. So in between the shoulder blades, 5 sharp slaps. 1, 2, checking the airway, 3, 4, 5 each time. If it hasn't come out after 5 back slaps, we're going to do what we call abdominal thrusts. So with abdominal thrusts, what we do, we're going to put our arm around the casualty, make a fist, put it into their tummy, just above their belly button and below their ribs. We're going to put the other arm around, grasp the fist, and then we're going to pull in and upwards like a J shape. Or like one of my students said to me once before, like scooping an ice cream out of a tub. So if this is my casualty, I'm going to come up behind them, I'm going to make a fist into their tummy, second hand round, nice and hard, in and upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that hasn't worked, we need to make sure there's an ambulance on the way, and then we go back to back slaps again. So it's the heel of your hand in between the shoulder blades, up to 5 slaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it still hasn't cleared, we're going to go back to abdominal thrusts again. So make a fist into the tummy, just above the navel, other hand on top, 5 abdominal thrusts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, if that hasn't worked, back to back slaps again. And you just keep alternating between back slaps and abdominal thrusts. If your casualty collapses and goes unconscious, you just go into your resuscitation CPR protocol. So it's heel of your hand in the centre of the casualty's chest. Just keep pushing on the chest and make sure your ambulance has been called. So that's for a 1 and above, so adults and children.